Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the Holy Smokes Barbecue channel. Today we're gonna make a smoked chuck roast on the Pit Boss Platinum Series Lockhart. I just realized that it's cold. I can see my breath. But don't let the cold weather deter you from firing up the smoker and cooking some delicious food. Now there's a bunch of different ways that you can eat a chuck roast, but personally one of my favorite ways is to actually shred it up and have it on a sandwich. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna smoke this thing for several hours. We're gonna do some other stuff along the way and it's gonna be delicious. So with a several hour long cook ahead of us, let's get started. All right, we are starting today with about a 4-pound chuck roast. And this comes courtesy of Strip District Meats. Big shout out, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They're the best. All right, let's get a look at this guy. All right, there we have. Man, that's a beautiful chuck roast. Now, you'll see there's quite a bit of fat here, but I'm not gonna trim really any of this because the thing about this cut of meat is as we smoke this over time for several hours, that fat is really gonna start to melt out, and eventually we're gonna shred this up anyway, so I can just remove whatever fat I don't want at that time. So this first part of the video is gonna be very short and simple. Basically just gonna season this meat and get it on the smoker. I'm gonna do 2 different seasonings today. First, we're gonna do a light base layer of Kinder's The Blend. You've seen me use this a lot before. It's just salt, pepper, garlic. It's just easier when it's all combined for me, but you can combine it yourself. And then I'm gonna do a coating of Holy Cow from Meat Church. Love this stuff. I use it on a lot of different things. Hope I have enough. Should. All right, let's start with the Kinders. Now with a piece of meat this size, you don't really need to worry about over seasoning it. This meat can take a lot of seasoning. Don't forget the sides. I'm not going to be eating that fat, but still, we can use all the flavor we can get. Now let's come in with my Holy Cow here. Oh yeah. This is also going to give it a great color. Those 2 rubs together smell so good. All right, with this chuck roast fully seasoned, it's time to just let it rest for about 15 minutes or so. Just let it sit here long enough for those rubs to really absorb into the meat. And then we'll be back, we'll get it on the smoker, and I'll tell you how we're gonna do that. All right, it's been 15 minutes on this chuck roast. We're gonna go ahead and get it into the smoker. All right, my Pit Boss Platinum Lockhart is right now at 250 degrees. That's how we're gonna kind of maintain that temperature throughout the cook today. We're gonna go at 250 pretty much the whole time. I'm gonna smoke it at 250 really until I notice a good bark has developed on this chuck roast. So not really concerned about what temperature that is, more concerned about that bark forming up, but it'll probably be around 165 degrees or so. And I'm gonna do this cook today in 2 stages. Once I actually get up to that bark, I'm going to take it off. I'm gonna put it in a pan with some other stuff. We're gonna wrap it up. And we're gonna put it back in until it's delicious and falling apart. Smoking today using the Pit Boss Competition Blend pellets. They are my favorite pellet for just about everything that I do here on the smoker. So with that, let's go ahead and get it on. And that's it, 250. Well, hey, the holiday season is upon us. And if you're anything like me watching this video right now, you are the person that might be relied on to help at least prepare something delicious for a holiday gathering. Maybe you've been asked to cook a turkey or a ham, or maybe like an appetizer involving some bacon or sausage or something like that. And if that is true, you need to visit Strip District Meats. They are the official meat provider of the Holy Smokes Barbecue channel. So the stuff that you've been seeing me cook here comes directly from Strip District Meats. They have such a wide selection of just about anything that you can think of. If you can imagine a cut of meat, they've probably got it. They're a local family-owned business in the heart of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and their cases are fully stocked and ready to go. If you're not local to the Pittsburgh area, go to stripdistrictmeats.com and you can order online. They ship nationwide. So get your orders in now in time for the holidays, or maybe for a New Year's celebration, or really anytime. And thank you to Strip District Meats for being the official meat provider of the Holy Smokes Barbecue channel. All right, after a few hours, let's take a look at our chuck roast. There we have it. So I can tell, yeah, that it's doing a really actually good job of not getting dried out. A lot of that is because of that fat in there that's kind of rendering. My internal temperature on it right now is showing 163, which is fine, but I'm not ready to put it in the pan and wrap it yet because I am looking for that bark to just develop a little bit more. So probably about another, I don't know, 45 minutes or an hour, we'll be ready to do that. All right, it's been about another hour, so 4 hours total. Let's go ahead and take a look. Yeah, that looks good. It's got that nice, dark, rich color from the smoke. All right, I'm gonna grab it, put it in my pan, and I'll show you what we're gonna do next. All right, listen, if I told you this smelled good, I would be borderline lying to you because of how insanely amazing this smells right now. The internal temp is about 170. Okay, so we want to take this thing up to about 200 degrees, but I'm really happy with the bark on the outside and how it looks right now. So to bring it up to temperature, I'm gonna wrap it in this foil pan, but not before I add a few other ingredients. First, I'm gonna add some beef stock. Just enough so that it can kind of just sit in it. There we go. Next, I'm gonna add some cloves of garlic. Just kind of put those in all over the place. And then finally, just in the broth, I'm gonna add a little bit of onion powder. You could just add, obviously, an onion, but I didn't have one. Okay, that's it. So I'm gonna wrap this in foil, nice and tight. And now, since I can't see this anymore, I am going for temperature. So I'm going to put my meat probe back in, put it back on the smoker at 250 for however long it takes to get that internal temp up to 200 degrees. And then we'll be back to show it to you and build our sandwich. All right, that took about another hour and a half to get up to temperature right at 202 degrees. So all done in total, a 5.5 hour cook on 250 degrees. So I took it out, it's been sitting here resting in the pan just like it is for about 15 minutes now. Let's go ahead and take a look. Prepare yourself for the steam. Wow, look at that. Woo! Oh, that smell. Wow. Man, that smells delicious. All right, I'm just gonna grab this chuck roast here. Just like that. I'm not getting rid of the juice in the pan, don't worry. But I do want to cut into it to kind of see how we did on our cook. So since this is gonna get shredded up, I'm not really worried about where I cut it. I just want to cut it so I can see that smoke ring. So we're just gonna go kind of front to back here. Oh man, that knife is like butter. Whew. Let's take a look. Oh man, look at that smoke ring. See that? That's beautiful. You can tell a lot of that fat rendered, and that is just a juicy, juicy piece of meat. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and shred up some of this. And as I shred this up, it's actually going back into the juice. All right, with that shredded, let's go ahead and build our sandwich. Traditional hamburger bun. Some of that delicious, juicy, pulled chuck roast. And one little piece here. Oh, gosh, that looks good. And just because why not, let's add a little bit more of that juice. Oh, yes. Now tell me that doesn't look gorgeous. And then just because I love it, I'm gonna throw on a little bit of Pit Boss Sweet Heat barbecue sauce. I love this stuff. Just like that. All right, you know what time it is. It's time to try this incredible looking, incredible smelling, shredded chuck roast beef sandwich. All right, here we go. Oh, it looks so good. Woo! Oh man, that flavor hits you like instantly. It's got a little bit of heat to it, which I love, which is a combination of having the sauce, but it really actually is coming from a lot of that seasoning that we put on. Gosh. Holy smokes. That is so good. Well, yeah, I feel like there is possibly even a second sandwich in my future coming up with this delicious beef. But thank you once again for tuning into the Holy Smokes Barbecue channel. If you like this video, click the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and turn on the post notifications. Click that little bell so you are one of the first people to know as soon as we post new delicious outdoor cooking content here on the channel. And make sure that you check out one of these two videos here, some other incredible things that we've cooked up here recently on the channel, and I'll see you next time.